Hey, what's up, YouTube? Rules for Rebels here. This is going to be a quick video today just talking about Terapeak. So it's been a while since I've made any Terapeak videos. I am going to be making like a top 10 hot selling products video where I touch on 10 currently hot selling products that we use, that we find using Terapeak. But really quickly today, I just wanted to answer a question about why it's important to know the day and the time when your buyers are making purchases and how it can help you sell more on eBay. So a couple of people actually had asked about this on one of the videos. They said, "Hey, you talk about, people who buy guns at this time of the day, or people who buy baby products buy them at this time of the day. Like, why is that important? Why should we care?" So that's what I'm going to be showing you guys about today. So we're on Terapeak. I will link in the description box below to where you can get a free 7-day trial to this program if any of you guys want to check it out. What we did, we went over to the product research tool here, and we're going to type in gaming mouse, and we're going to be pulling a report on gaming mouses. So obviously, I think it's no secret that people who are into video games and things like that tend to stay up late, especially on the weekends. So let's see what time that gaming mouse, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this is going off Pacific time since eBay is in California. So the time of day when most of these are being sold is 4 to 5 a.m. in the morning, which I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it is actually going to be 2 to 3 in the morning. Either way, they sell in the middle of the night, right? So we can see, there's all types of Terapeak stats here, but here basically we can see that sales really start picking up at about, I don't know, we'll say 1 to 2 a.m. Really good sales from 3 to 4 a.m. They peak at 4 to 5 a.m. And why is this? Well, it's because people who play video games oftentimes stay up all night playing video games. Younger kids, teens, whatever, have sleepovers, have their friends over and stay up and play video games all night. And then, around 6 in the morning, they start going to bed. I thought this was odd. There's kind of another little spike in sales from 7 to 8 a.m., and then it dies off again. And then in the evenings from like 8 to 9 p.m., maybe after they finish their homework, after they get home from work, people are buying them again. But the peak time is 4 to 5 a.m. Now, the reason that this is somewhat important to know, or the way that you can use this data to benefit yourself on eBay, let's just say, for example, you sell gaming mouses, right? Well, a lot of people maybe don't know this, but you tend to get a big bump in the search ranking right before your listing's about to end. So when your listing has 1 or 2 days left, you're going to start rising in searches. When you have less than 24 hours left on your listing, you're going to rise up a little bit higher. And the last couple hours before your listing ends, you'll often be on the first page of eBay, or even towards, above the fold or towards the top of the first page of eBay. So the reason that this is important is because, guess what? If my buyers are buying things from 3 a.m. to 5 a.m., I want my eBay listing to surge to the very top of search rankings at the time when most of those people are buying. So if I end my listings between, I don't know, we'll say 2 a.m. and 5 a.m., I'm going to have the most optimal search ranking at that point, and that happens to be the time when most people who buy gaming stuff are buying gaming stuff, and I'm more likely to get sales. So most of you guys have probably seen my Terapeak videos. I'll give you guys a walkthrough of a quick report here. So the average price of the gaming mouse is $13.16. Average shipping price is $9.22. Average start price $3.42. A total of 7,092 listings. Sell-through rate 53.78%, which is pretty good. The time of day that they sell best is 4 to 5 a.m. Start price is $3.42, and the day of the week when they sell the best is Saturday. And I'll show you guys, if we look down here, we can see Saturday is by far the most popular day when most people are buying gaming mouses or gaming stuff in general. Most people are doing 30-day auctions. Best keyword is optical for optical mouse. Here we can see there's a total sales of 94,000, which is really good. Total listings are 7,000. Of those 7,000 listings, 3,814 were successful, which is what gives us our sell-through rate. Here we can see a chart of throughout various times of the day when they sell the best. Here we see the day of the week when they sell the best. So again, for this scenario, I would end my listing on a Saturday between, say, midnight and 5 a.m. Most auctions are 30-day listings, although a lot of people are doing well with 5-day listings. By far, most of these listings are in the computer category. Here's kind of the price points at which they're selling. Here are the top keywords. So you would want to include these keywords in your listing: optical, gaming mouse for PC, or gaming mouse with USB, mice, laptop pad, wireless, wired, etc. There's a whole bunch of other stuff that we can go through, but just for example, let's try to think of some other niches as far as like when people would buy things. I don't know. Let's think about like a mom product, like a baby teether, right? I'm guessing these are probably going to sell well. I haven't looked this up previously. If I had to guess, I would guess weekdays between like 9 and noon. Reason I say that is because I'm guessing that moms are either putting their babies down for like a late morning nap and have some time to shop online, or maybe they're dropping their baby off at daycare or a swimming class and they have some time to browse on their phone or tablet and make a purchase. So let's look at like baby teether and see. We'll see if I'm right about the times when it's going to be ending. Oh, yeah. See, oddly enough, this data seems weird to me. I mean, maybe, I guess this makes sense. 2 to 3 a.m. I thought that was odd, but I guess maybe moms are up feeding their babies late at night or whatever. Let's try to think of another example. I'm having a hard time thinking of examples. So let's just we'll do like PS4 or something like that, and see if this one's also showing up like late at night. So most of them are selling 4 to 5 a.m. Again, makes sense. Xbox, I'm guessing this one's going to be in the middle of the night as well. 2 to 3 a.m. Sure enough, middle of the night. I'm going to try to search a normal product like a men's shirt, and I'm guessing if it's saying they end at 3 a.m. or most people buy at 3 a.m., it's going to seem odd to me. But I'm guessing we're going to have a more normal time for this. Terapeak is thinking. Okay, see, something might be up with this because I highly doubt that most people are buying men's shirts. Okay, guys. So, I thought it was odd that like mom stuff was ending in the middle of the night, but that sort of makes sense. Gaming stuff I expected to end in the middle of the night. Let's search like a more normal product or a product where I think people would buy at a normal time. So we'll search for like a pocket holster for like a gun. We'll let Terapeak pull our results. Okay, and this product sells on Sundays between 9 and 10 p.m., which in reality means I need 7, like 7 to 9 p.m. So that kind of makes sense. People got some free time on Sunday. They're online shopping. I know a lot of people go to the gun range on Sunday. So it makes sense that people would buy those products between those times. But I'm going to cut the video short, guys. This isn't going to be a full-fledged walkthrough of every Terapeak report. A couple of you guys had asked me why does it matter knowing what time people buy, what times of the day, what day of the week people buy. And like I said, the reason that you want to know that information is because as your listings are coming to an end, you tend to get a boost in search ranking. So if you take advantage and make sure that that boost in search ranking happens at the optimal time when most of your customers or most people in your niche are buying, you're going to have the best chance of making a sale. So hopefully that helps you out. Hopefully you guys can implement it into your eBay listing. Stuff like this isn't really necessarily relevant for Amazon or Shopify. I mean, I suppose if you know what time people are buying, you can schedule your social media posts for those times and things like that. But I think this is especially relevant for eBay since, you tend to get a boost in search ranking as your listings come to an end. So by matching up the time your customers are buying with the time that you get that search ranking boost, you're going to increase sales. So hopefully you like this video. If it taught you something, give it a thumbs up. Feel free to share it. Drop a comment below if you use this strategy, if you have any questions, anything else. And again, I'll link below to where you can get a free 7-day trial of Terapeak if you guys would like to test it out. So thanks for watching. Catch you on the next video, and we'll see you guys next time.